Chosen ones, you have 2 weeks. Start preparing. It may surprise or even shock you to hear what I'm about to say, but if you're seeing this video right now, it's no accident. A tremor in the fabric of your reality has begun to pulse, calling you to the front line of your own awakening. For too long, you may have been waiting for clarity, for confirmation, for that single undeniable sign. Well, here it is. In exactly 2 weeks, an event will unfold that challenges every assumption you've made about your path. You've felt the stirring, the hush before the storm. Now is the moment to rally your courage and step into the life you've sensed looming on the horizon. If you're ready to heed this trumpet of transformation, like this video, subscribe and comment 77 below to commit to the unfolding future that's rushing toward you. Chapter 1. The Echo of an Invisible Summons. In the depths of night, you've likely felt a subtle pull at your heart, a whisper that keeps tugging at your soul. No matter how many times you try to ignore it, it arrives like an echo from a distant mountain range, reverberating through your being with quiet insistence. You, dear chosen one, have been singled out. The universe has recognized your capacity to shift the energy around you and is now issuing a summons, one that can't be postponed or dismissed. Over the next 2 weeks, this whisper will swell into a roar. You might notice your dreams become more vivid, like pieces of a puzzle falling unexpectedly into place. Conversations with strangers may leave you unsettled, as if they hold messages meant only for you. There's an electricity in your daily routine that wasn't there before. Walking down the street or standing in line, you sense a subtle crackle in the air. Some part of you knows these are not coincidences. They are cosmic signals mapping your path forward. This invisible summons might press upon you when you least expect it, nudging you to embrace a risk you've put off or to break ties with what no longer serves your higher calling. It could manifest as a tidal wave of creativity, the urge to write, paint, or speak truths that have been locked in your chest for years. Or it may coax you into stillness, urging you to listen more deeply, to pick up the faint harmonies of a new destiny humming just out of earshot. Over the next 2 weeks, you will find that every day pulses with a sense of urgency. Old excuses crumble, overshadowed by a growing awareness that time is short and the stakes are high. Past failures or heartbreaks might resurface, but only to remind you of the resilience you've cultivated. Rather than impede you, these memories will serve as stepping stones, guiding you to trust your instincts and harness your power. If panic creeps in, and it might, recognize it for what it is: resistance to the unknown. Yet the unknown is precisely where the miracle lies, the domain in which radical change can occur. Each hour that passes brings you closer to the threshold, and each step you take in alignment with this summons strengthens your resolve. Soon you'll feel the quake that signals the event you've been preparing for is almost here. Let the echo linger in your mind. Let it both soothe and stir you. Accept that in 2 weeks, this call will culminate in something you never saw coming, a cosmic jolt that could realign your life in ways you can barely imagine. Remember, you've been chosen for a reason. The echo is real, and it grows louder each day, reminding you that your time for hesitating has run its course. Chapter 2. The Narrowing Hourglass. 2 weeks can feel like an eternity or the blink of an eye, depending on how you approach it. Each grain of sand slipping through the hourglass symbolizes a moment you'll never get back, a precious chance to set your intentions and lay the groundwork for what's about to erupt into your life. The sense of urgency that's been whispering in the back of your mind will intensify, and you'll feel compelled to reevaluate every corner of your existence. This is no idle countdown. It's a sacred window granted to you by forces beyond your comprehension. The narrowing hourglass might reveal your true priorities in stark relief. Relationships that have stagnated may start to drain your energy more obviously than before. Jobs or daily routines that once merely irritated you might now feel unbearable, suffocating your spirit every time you show up. Conversely, you may feel a magnetic pull toward a new pursuit or a neglected passion, as though an invisible current is guiding you to devote your time where it truly matters. The question is, are you willing to heed that call without delay? This is where your capacity for courage is tested. You might feel the rational side of your mind resisting, cautioning you to maintain the status quo a bit longer. After all, 2 weeks, but that logic misses the deeper truth. These 14 days are supercharged with transformational potential. What you accomplish now can catapult you far beyond the barriers you once thought immovable. Each sunrise during this period carries a distinct flavor of possibility. You wake up feeling a mix of anticipation and tension, as though you stand on the brink of a precipice with the wind at your back. Don't underestimate the power of these fleeting moments. A single conversation could send your life spinning in a new direction. A single decision could rewrite your destiny. The narrowing hourglass demands that you act with the knowledge that time is both fleeting and immensely valuable. Perhaps you'll find yourself cleaning out old clutter, physically and metaphorically, making room for the unexpected that's on its way. Or you'll become more vocal about your dreams, seeking allies who can help you ascend. The urgency in your chest isn't an accident. It's the universe's way of reminding you that every second counts. Those who ignore this call, who decide to wait for a more convenient time, may discover too late that the hourglass sand has run dry. Even now, you can feel your perspective sharpening, your life's events rearranging themselves into a grander puzzle. With each grain of sand that falls, you stand at a crossroads, fall back into complacency, or stride forward into the unknown. Only one choice will honor the full scope of your potential as a chosen one. Only one choice will prepare you for the seismic shift that's looming just beyond the horizon. Chapter 3. Bursts of the Unexpected. In times of great transition, the unexpected often arrives like a gust of wind bursting through an open window, unannounced, invigorating, and impossible to ignore. Over the next 2 weeks, you'll see how swiftly the unimaginable can become real. A phone call you never anticipated might unravel a financial or emotional breakthrough. A message from someone long forgotten could spark a revelation that reshapes your entire trajectory. Even mundane moments, like stepping off a crowded bus or scanning the titles on a bookshelf, might suddenly illuminate a path you never knew existed. The coming days may bring waves of synchronicity so sharp and precise that it feels as though reality itself is conspiring on your behalf. That strange dream you keep having could begin to mirror events in your waking world. Or your intuition may nudge you toward a place or situation you'd usually overlook. When this convergence of signs surrounds you, it's a clear signal that the unexpected is not random. It's a summoned force, drawn by the magnetism of your readiness to change. Yet this surge of unpredictability can be daunting. You might find yourself caught between excitement and dread, your old fears grappling with the new possibilities showing up at your doorstep. Some of these developments may demand you release attachments, a job, a relationship, or a self-image you've clung to for comfort. The sense of loss can be real, even painful, but it's essential to remember that the void left behind is space for something greater to emerge. The unexpected can't be properly born into a life that has no room for it. Allow yourself to be flexible. Rigidity will only heighten any discomfort you feel as your world morphs before your eyes. The more you can adapt, the more you'll flow with the cosmic tide pulling you toward your destiny. If you sense a new opportunity stirring, perhaps a creative venture, a move, or even a radical shift in lifestyle, try leaning into it, letting your curiosity guide you. Ask questions, invite clarity, and remain open to the idea that your life could look very different a mere fortnight from now. Though these unanticipated developments might roar in like a storm, they're not here to destroy. They're here to reorder your reality in a way that aligns with your higher purpose. In that sense, they are both challenge and gift, testing your willingness to surrender the safe for the remarkable, but also rewarding you with experiences you once thought beyond your grasp. This birth of the unexpected is the universe's method of fast-tracking you into a chapter you've been on the brink of writing for far too long. Take a steady breath. The next 2 weeks are a crucible for your spirit, forging you into someone who can handle more power, more grace, and more truth. Embrace the paradox that what feels like chaos may actually be the most refined form of order, orchestrated to propel you into a destiny worthy of your name. The unexpected is not just an event, it's a catalyst that begs for your wholehearted response. Chapter 4. Facing the Mirror of Courage. As the clock winds down on these two pivotal weeks, you'll find yourself repeatedly confronted by the mirror of courage. This mirror isn't a literal piece of glass, but a series of situations designed to reflect your innermost fears and strengths back at you. Sometimes it appears as a conflict you've avoided for months, demanding resolution. Other times it's an opportunity so grand it terrifies you to accept it. Each reflection is the universe saying, look at who you truly are and dare to step beyond who you've been. Initially, the reflection might unnerve you. You'll see aspects of yourself that you've carefully hidden, doubts that whisper you're not ready, scars that recall every time you've been hurt. But let your gaze linger. Let yourself feel the rawness of that vulnerability. Real courage, after all. It isn't about being fearless. It's about acting in spite of the quivering in your bones, about forging ahead when your heartbeat thunders in your ears. If you pay attention, you notice that each challenge or initiation arising over these days is tailor-made for your growth. Perhaps you've needed to speak up in a relationship, but kept quiet out of fear of conflict. Now the tension is so thick, it's a confrontation waiting to happen, one that could finally free you if you stand your ground with love and authenticity. Or maybe you've been itching to leap into a creative pursuit or entrepreneurial venture, but self-doubt has caged you. Out of nowhere, the perfect collaborator or a stroke of funding crosses your path, daring you to jump before overthinking snuffs out the flame. People around you might voice concerns, telling you to slow down or be realistic. They don't see what you see when you peer into that mirror. They don't feel the gravitational pull of destiny inching closer each day. They haven't wrestled with the same divine restlessness that's become your constant companion. So be prepared for skepticism or even resistance from friends or family who can't comprehend the magnitude of your internal shift. Remember, the mirror of courage reflects your path. Not what matters is that you rise again, more certain than before, that you're on the right track. Each trial you conquer cements your faith in your own resilience. Each step you take in alignment with your highest vision dissolves another layer of hesitation. And so you continue, day by day, scenario by scenario, forging a new identity that will outlast any fleeting misstep. In the stillness of night, you feel the subtle hum of self-trust growing stronger within you. It's the sound of your spirit forging an unbreakable alliance with your purpose. By the time these 2 weeks culminate, you look into that mirror of courage and see not a trembling shadow, but a figure radiant with determination, fully prepared for the wonder about to unfold. Chapter 5. Gathering your tools for the unseen. With each passing day, you can sense the countdown pressuring you to gather your tools, both literal and metaphorical. Perhaps you have a creative project you've been toying with, and now you feel compelled to organize your workspace or upgrade your equipment. Or you might be drawn to classes, books, or mentors that can refine the skills you'll soon be called upon to use. This gathering of tools is more than mere busy work. It's an act of faith, a declaration that you are ready to meet what's coming head-on. The unseen aspect of your preparation is equally important, if not more so. You may find yourself gravitating toward meditation, journaling, or prayer, seeking to fortify your inner temple before the outer world reshapes around you. Old habits like scrolling aimlessly on your phone or numbing yourself with trivial distractions begin to feel suffocating, incompatible with the path you're blazing. There's a sense of urgency that prods you to clear away these lesser priorities, making room for the practices that ground and inspire you. The idea of tools also extends to the company you keep. A quiet voice inside may urge you to reconnect with certain individuals whose wisdom or moral support will be invaluable in the coming days. At the same time, you might feel an equally strong push to distance yourself from relationships that sap your energy or belittle your aspirations. Old obstacles may resurface for one last stand. Fear-based thoughts whisper their tired cautions. What if you're not good enough? What if this is all in your head? Even certain individuals might challenge you, doubting your convictions or pulling you into petty dramas. Recognize these for what they are, the dying echoes of a reality that no longer suits you, testing your resolve to ensure you won't revert to old patterns. By this point, your soul's resolution should be too strong to be shaken by such relics. In these final hours, Synchronicities might cluster like meteors streaking across the night sky. Repeated numbers, chance encounters, and dreams so vivid they linger after you wake. Each phenomenon weaves a tapestry of cosmic confirmation. The message is clear. Press on. You have come too far to balk now. The readiness you've cultivated over the past days isn't wasted. It has prepared you to meet the next chapter head on, unflinching, your eyes bright with purpose. At the same time, your mind may flash with images of what awaits on the other side of this countdown. A new job, a relocation, a reunion with a significant person, or a venture that sets your spirit ablaze. Though you can't be entirely certain how it will all unfold, you feel the gravitational pull of your calling. The path is lit, even if it remains partially obscured. That partial mystery is part of the thrill, and also part of the faith you've been building. The final hours are a test of your commitment. Will you let the churn of uncertainty drown your aspirations, or will you harness the momentum like a seasoned rider grips the reins of a powerful steed? Each choice you make now reverberates with potential, shaping the immediate next steps in your unfolding story. Take a breath. Steel your heart. The hourglass is nearly empty. Soon, the question lingering in your soul, what if I could truly live as my highest self, will be answered. And the answer, if you dare to claim it, is far greater than any fear that stands in your way. Chapter 7. Standing at the Edge of Revelation. At last, the moment arrives. 2 weeks of relentless buildup have sharpened your focus, tested your resolve, and pruned away every distraction that no longer aligns with your higher path. Now you stand at the edge of revelation, heart pounding with the electrifying realization that life as you know it is about to shift forever. It's as though the entire universe pauses, holding its breath, waiting to see if you'll take that final, decisive step. This is the threshold at which every choice, every terror, every late-night epiphany converges into a single point of transformation. It might feel surreal, almost like observing a scene from outside your own body. Yet you are more present, more alive than ever before. The air crackles around you, heavy with possibility. The people who doubted you fade into background noise. And the voice within, the one that said you are chosen for something extraordinary, rings louder than any naysayer's echo. You may glimpse multiple timelines. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share your support. Helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.